The neighbor just waved hello, but the old man thought they wanted to tell him something, so he quickly opened the window. No one expected what happened next. In just an instant, the falling snow took his life. His wife inside noticed something was wrong. She went to wake him up, but she too died silently at the window. Watching this loving couple die because of them, everyone felt deeply guilty. The main character thought of his ex-wife and daughter. He'd been playing cards all night with some old friends, which is why they were lucky enough to witness the disaster happen. But his family was probably still asleep, and didn't know. His friends couldn't stop him, so they suggested making a protective suit. The so-called protective suit was just layers of waterproof clothes, plastic bags over his feet, gloves and tape wrapped around all the gaps, just in case. His friend wanted him to take a shotgun, but the main character didn't think it was necessary. Finally he put on a filter mask and was ready to go. But right then, someone blocked his way. He was an outsider in their group. He wanted that mask the main character was wearing, the only one they had. Facing the gun, his friend wasn't scared at all. He knew it wasn't loaded, so he grabbed the shotgun right back. The man immediately backed down. Everyone looked at him with disgust as they passed by. Soon they reached the basement. With his friend's encouragement, Juan walked boldly toward the outside. He held out his hand. The snowflakes landed on his clothes, and he didn't feel anything unusual. It seemed like the homemade protective suit his friends made actually worked. Since phones and cars weren't working, he had to walk 5 kilometers to his ex-wife's place. The streets were full of bodies. They had no wounds and no signs of pain on their faces. No one could have predicted snow would suddenly fall in the middle of June's summer heat, and no one would believe the snowflakes were deadly. Then Juan heard a whistle. He thought it was a survivor calling out, but when he turned around, there was no one there. He started wondering if something was wrong with his eyes. Finally he found where the sound was coming from. It was an electrician who had died while working. When he got to the train station, he planned to take a shortcut along the tracks, but he found a train there. A horrific scene met his eyes. The tracks and train were covered with bodies. They must have panicked and tried to leave, but they touched the deadly toxic snow. As he kept walking, Juan suddenly heard knocking on glass. When he turned he saw something even more terrifying. A whole train car full of people staring at him. Even though he couldn't hear them clearly through the glass, Juan knew they were asking for help.